today I'm reviewing the NYX Powder Puff Lippie Powder Lip Cream. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. And if you want to help support the channel, click on the Amazon link below before you make your purchase. So this is a lipstick from NYX. They are always coming out with new lip products, and it's sometimes a little hard to stay on top of those. But this is a powder lip cream, and they sell for $8.50. And they've got about 8 or 9 colors, and they're all pretty dark. My one issue with it is that the color that's on the box and on the tube, to me, seems totally different once I apply it. So I definitely recommend you swatch these first if you can. I just found this to be on the lips a lot more of a berry color than kind of a dark brown color that I thought it was going to be. So that's my one little thing. And the applicator actually is kind of different too. I'm wearing it right now, so if that helps. The color I have is called Pop Quiz, which they describe as a berry color. And the applicator is a little tricky. They've got kind of a sponge applicator, and you squeeze it a little bit and you get a little bit of product out, but it can make it a little tricky if you have thinner lips like myself. It's a little tricky to do a good job outlining and applying it without kind of making a little bit of a mess or kind of going over the lines. So that is a little tricky, but once you apply it, it definitely sets to almost a powder finish that you almost don't even feel like you have it on. Yeah, right when you apply it, it feels wet and it sets almost immediately, and it doesn't feel like you have anything on your lips at all. And I definitely have dry lips, especially I'm in Minnesota, and right now it's like -11 out. So my skin tends to get super dry in the winter, and my lips do as well. And I didn't find that this accentuated any of the dryness at all. I always use a lip primer underneath, usually the Urban Decay Ozone Primer, or else just a light chapstick underneath. But this did not accentuate any dryness at all, which I can really appreciate. And it actually wears quite a long time, and there's minimal, if any, transfer to anything, just because it sets so quickly. And it definitely almost feels like you have like a light powder on your lips or nothing at all. So it's kind of cool. Although I'm not a huge fan of this color, I'll definitely be going back and checking out some of the other colors. But this just, to me, is a little too berry for me. I wanted a little more dark brown, deep brown, and a little less of the berry or pink. So I guess I should have looked at the description of berry on it before I picked this out. So it's kind of my fault anyway. So, but definitely nice product. There is fragrance listed on this, but it's at the very end of it. So that's also something, but I don't notice any taste of it at all, even though there is fragrance in the product. So then let me give you a little swatch of it too. But definitely a little more berry and a little less brown. But you can see that it sets to a nice matte finish pretty quickly, actually. There's just barely enough time to make sure you have applied it fully before it's set. So you definitely want to work quickly with this. And especially just be careful with the tip. And, you know, it's just a little too large and not the easiest to work with. I'd rather have a doe foot, but probably with this type of formula, it's probably a little tricky to use a doe foot applicator with that. But anyway, definitely something worth checking out. So for me, I'm going to give this 1 thumb up. If they had the applicator a little different, I'd probably give it a 2 thumbs up. And if the color was a little closer to what's on the tube, I don't know, if you look at the tube and then the swatch on my hand there, the swatch on my hand is definitely a lot more red than the tube. So that's just something to be aware of. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet or not. And if so, what your thoughts were. Or what's your favorite NYX Lippie? They've got so many. In the Mall of America in Minnesota, they've got a NYX store, and they've got an entire wall of just lipsticks, and that doesn't even include any of the newer stuff. So they must have some challenging inventory trying to keep track of all that stuff. So anyway, what's your favorite NYX Lippie? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net. Thank you so much, guys.